I'm back in H Mart and SEAblings are cooking Korean. And I can't even say that I'm surprised because one thing that I have absolutely experienced is the animosity that exists between specifically Koreans and a whole lot of other people in the Asian world, but specifically the Asians with skin that is very close to mine. I've had Korean people stop being cool with me because I was cool with someone who was Filipino, which was trippy for me because I'm like, wow, so then you guys view everyone in Southeast Asia as below us. Mind you, no one's below anyone. But I was like, to see this in person was one of the wildest things I've ever seen. I told you, I'm here to just pick up a little bit of shrimp chips and some pancit. That's it. But I will stay for a little bit of the mess. Me personally, I don't want to see any of you guys arguing. I would much rather you guys actually get along. But when it is common knowledge that Koreans are the white people of Asian people, certain conversations must be had. So let's have them. Oh, and grown man, by the way. Don't believe me? Watch this. Although it's uncomfortable, these conversations have to happen.
Oh, guys, one thing is certain. You see, this conversation between the siblings and South Korea is not going anytime soon. Hey, guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by and for your support on this channel. So, credit goes to all these creators, guys. I made a previous video about, black people, black Americans also weighing in on this conversation with, about the siblings and South Korea. And I discovered that more black people have a lot to say, guys. Just sit back, relax, and watch these videos. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Because I also wish that they would get along, right? I mean, South Korea, has always been supported by Southeast Asians. So it's not something as flimsy as this camera issue, right? I mean, I understand that rules were broken, but it's not something like this that should now allow them to be enemies. So, like this guy said, I also want them to get along. I want them to, dwell together in unity. But it's like this field, this battle, this online battle just dug out old wounds that were never fully healed and was just, buried. And apparently, South Koreans see themselves as the white people of Asia. I don't know. What is this thing about proximity to whiteness? I mean, let me not say every race. There are so many races. Look at Latinos also. They have proximity to whiteness. And I don't blame them, right? Social media, and the society have made everything seem as if you are not white, you don't exist. And I mean, why? We should love each other. We should embrace our culture. We should love ourselves for who we are, right? Don't allow anybody bring you down. Don't allow anybody bring down your self-esteem. But apparently, this is not the case for South Koreans, because I feel that if their self-esteem was high enough, right, all these things that they do, these plastic surgeries and all of that, they would not even go into it in the first place. But I mean, I'm just here for the tea, right? But apart from the tea, and guys, trust me, there have been some good teas coming out from these conversations, especially the comments section. I can't even bring all the comments to you guys. What? If you want to go down that rabbit hole, it's really, really worth going into. Trust me, you'll have a good laugh. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I really hope they get along. But in the meantime, let's see what these other creators have to say, and I'll see you soon.
So as a K-pop fan and as a singer-songwriter of R&B music, I feel uniquely qualified to weigh in on what's going on between like the SEAblings and like the Korean K-pop fans. Not in terms of like necessarily like the racial discourse between the two groups of Asians, but just in terms of like K-pop as a genre. Because I'm hearing a lot of stuff about them saying, hey, like, this is our music, this is our genre, you shouldn't get to enjoy it, da-da-da-da-da. Oh, honey, don't get it twisted. You're singing our music with Korean lyrics over it. Like, that's honestly why I love K-pop. Like, I feel like there was a void that used to be filled by, like, acts like Pretty Ricky and B2K and all of that stuff where they used to dance and sing, and there was a lot of maximalism. And it kind of got lost. Like there was kind of a hole missing in my life until K-pop arrived. Like my group is NCT 127 is my main group. I love all of NCT, but that was finally the group where I was like, wow, like actually talented individuals who are singing and dancing. And it was amazing to see. And like the visuals, the content, I love it all. But I love it because it reminds me of something I already had, like I already experienced. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't doing nothing new. People who look like me are making your beats. People who look like me are like writing your songs, and then you guys are kind of changing them to Korean lyrics. It's not new, and it's definitely not yours. So yes, I will sit back. I will let the Asian community converse amongst themselves, figure out the deep-rooted racism within their communities and between their communities. But when it comes to R&B, don't you think for a second that you made that up, because you're doing what every other race does, which is copy black people. Thank you and goodbye.
Listen, I'm not Southeast Asian or Asian at all. As you can tell, I am very obviously black. And I'm not Blasian, I'm not none of that. I'm not Asian at all, right? Bro, I'm sorry, this is killing. So I'm not going to speak too much on the whole beef going on with Southeast Asians and Koreans on Twitter. I don't even go on Twitter. I didn't even know about this until I went on Threads, because I use Threads instead of Twitter, and I saw a post about it, and I was like, wait, what? I was so confused because it wasn't talking about the context of it. I was like, why is this person shading Koreans? I'm like, what's going on? And then I learned about it because I don't go on Twitter, because y'all are, as we can see, y'all are fucking insane. And not the Southeast Asians, but like the Korean, like people in general around the world on Twitter are like fucking evil. Like, I hate Twitter so much. But so anyway, I'm just gonna say one thing. As a K-pop stan, as a black K-pop stan, specifically a black American, an African American K-pop stan, I am not surprised. To this day in 2026, we still have K-pop scandals, controversies of K-pop groups and K-pop idols, cultural appropriating Black American culture, Black culture in general, but especially Black American culture, saying the N-word, doing all that shit, to this day. And then to this day, other K-pop stans are still defending them and infantilizing them. So no, I am not surprised that Koreans are being racist towards Southeast Asians. Also, because of my love for K-pop, I've known for a very long time about the history of Southeast Asians and Koreans and East Asians in general, how East Asians are very racist towards Southeast Asians, but especially Koreans. So yeah, and to be honest, I'm actually very happy and excited that the SEAblings, which is a crazy name, like that is fucking fire, by the way. Whoever came up with that, you ate. But I'm so happy that the SEAblings are finally standing up for themselves against Koreans. I'm not saying they never have, but like I feel like Koreans have kind of like gotten away with this shit for way too long, and like people have kind of like let it slide, and like low-key have like infantilizing Koreans for so long, especially because of the rise of K-pop and K-dramas and like how mainstream it is and how profitable it is. People around the world love it so much, so people kind of let things like this slide when it comes to Koreans. So I'm so glad that people are starting to wake up from that and like hold them accountable, because I'm still gonna consume K-pop regardless. Like I still love K-pop, and I do think it's progressing, and I do think it's becoming more progressive. I hope it is. So I'm still gonna consume it, but at the same time, and I don't think that all Koreans are like this. I don't think all Koreans are like this, and I don't hate Koreans. I don't think Southeast Asians hate them too, but even if they do, I wouldn't like. But you don't have to hate Koreans to hold them accountable. Just because Southeast Asians or people in general are holding Koreans accountable, like just because black K-pop stans are holding these idols accountable for their racism, does not mean we hate Koreans. It's just y'all need to stop infantilizing East Asians and hold them accountable when they do fucked up shit. But yeah, that's all I would say, because it's not really my place, because I'm black and I'm not Asian at all, but I just thought it was funny. And shout out to Southeast Asians. I've always loved Southeast Asians and Southeast Asians cultures, different cultures and ethnicities. Like, y'all are very beautiful people, and keep doing you, and yeah, just keep standing up for against racism and prejudice.
Okay, so apparently there's this feud going around on TikTok right now. It's trending between Southeast Asians and Korean people. And at first, like, my initial thought was like, what does this shit have to do with me? Like, why does it keep showing up on my For You page? And then I realized my boss is Vietnamese, and she referred me to this Korean household that I've been working in for the past 3 years. I basically went down a rabbit hole to try to figure out what's going on, and oh my gosh, the things that I found, Koreans historically were so prejudiced and racist against people that have darker skin tones, basically. Like, it's obviously the Southeast Asians have a darker complexion, but Black people specifically, what I found about how they feel about Black people really made me scared. It's just the way that they're so hateful whilst simultaneously borrowing from Black culture, genres, aesthetics, music, all while not giving credit where it's due. No, I just got like kind of scared because I was like, I've been working with these people for like 3 years, but imagine like that's what's happening to me. Like they're basically like taking advantage of my talent, my skills, my work, my time, my effort, see me as like somebody that's lesser than them. I like to hope that that's not true. But sometimes when I compare the differences in the overall energy between the Vietnamese household and the Korean household, at the Vietnamese place, I feel like I can like step in there and like talk to people and be myself. And like I'm cool with the family. Like we go out and have lunch and dinners and stuff and hang out outside of work. But when I go to the Korean house, immediately like the energies like shift. Like I don't think that they're racist. I definitely can sense like a overall superficial, like hypercritical, just high expectations, like the vibe that goes on there. So it makes me feel like I can't actually be myself because it's like I feel like I'm being like watched, like they're like monitoring me. Don't get me wrong, I found a lot of videos of Korean people like explaining their love and appreciation towards the Black community. And at the end of the day, I would love for all of us to just kumbaya and hold hands. But now that I've seen all of this stuff, it makes me have a different perspective. I've been working there for 3 years, so I mean, but if you're Southeast Asian or if you're Korean, then let me know your thoughts because I'm really interested and curious about this. I love a little history.
Guys, at this point, let's just be honest. A lot of things has been said from both sides, and we're talking about deep personal things. Things that I feel did not just come from nowhere. Because when you really listen to what the South Koreans are saying and what the Southeast Asians are responding with, guys, you can tell that this issue did not just start because of this concert thing. It seemed like it was already there, buried deep down, hidden under years of silence, under fake pretense. And all it took was just one moment for everything to just come out. Because you see people calling each other names, questioning each other's value, you see people acting like they are better than the other. And that's when you realize that this was not just about one situation, because I'm like, this is exactly how these people feel about each other. Feelings that has been probably sitting in their minds for years. And I ask myself that, is unity even possible? Is it possible for people to coexist without one person feeling superior to the other person? And can people truly respect each other without ego getting in the way? Can people appreciate each other without competition? Because right now, it doesn't feel like unity. Because if respect was truly there, right, I feel that all these things would not escalate this fast. And maybe, just maybe, this moment is exposing something, the fact that people deep down, they just coexist, just force each other to live with each other. Because I feel that at the end of the day, one thing is clear: racism, superiority, and disrespect, all these things destroy people faster than anything else. And unless the people, involved are willing to confront all these feelings, guys, honestly, in a couple of months or weeks or whatever, we'll be talking about this again. And this cycle will just repeat itself over and over again, because I feel like this was not the beginning of all these issues. And it looks like it will not be the end until all these things are addressed. Guys, what do you think in the comment section? I really want to hear from you. And if you have found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you can know when I post a new video. And I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe. Ciao.